This activity, anyone out there, is a variation on the Drake equation, a famous thought experiment that attempts to estimate how many other intelligent civilizations might be in our galaxy right now. It's important to emphasize that we don't know the right answer. This exercise simply allows your visitors to examine the question. It's a great way to get a large group engaged in thinking about the possibility of other intelligent civilizations. You'll be using this tally sheet. As your audience makes guesses, you will keep a tally for them to see. We'll show you how. On the back are presenters' cues. For each question, there are talking points that can prompt you if you're not sure what to say and help you keep the conversation on track. There's also a lot more background information in the activity write-up. This exercise encourages discussion and lets imaginations run wild. These will likely create more questions than answers. Let the group do most of the talking and step in gently if you identify any major misunderstandings. You can also incorporate other activities from this toolkit to explore some of the questions, especially the Earth timeline.
How many of you think we're the only intelligent life in our galaxy? Well, what do you think the chances are that we could find another alien civilization? Scientists are wondering the same thing. Let's take a look at some of the ways that science is thinking about aliens. Now, here I have 6 cards. Pass those out. There's about 20 of you, so divide it into groups of 3 and 4 and each take a card. And go ahead and look at the question on your card and then discuss it together for a minute.
Reassure your audience that there are no right or wrong answers to these questions. All are just our best guess. Don't be afraid to say, "I don't know." Astrobiology is cutting-edge science, and not even the experts know most of the answers.
There are hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way. So let's estimate that there are 400 billion stars. That means we're starting with 400 billion potential locations for life. And that's a lot of places to look. Where's group number 1? Could you read your question and give us your best guess?
Out of all the stars in the Milky Way, how many have at least one planet? Well, we think maybe about half.
Okay, great. That seems like a reasonable guess. So half of 4 is 2. That makes 200 billion places that may potentially host life. Wow. Let's see if we can narrow that down a little bit. Who is question number 2?
Say group number 2 estimates that 1 in 100 planets have the right environment to support life. Look on the back of your cue sheet. At the bottom, it tells you that for a chance of 1 in 100, I should cross off 2 zeros, starting from the end of the string, like this. If the third group thinks that life actually develops on 1 in 1,000 planets where there's liquid water, then I cross off 3 more zeros, as it prompts me to do on the back of this sheet, and so on. When you finish all 6 of the cards, you'll have a number left. No matter if your group predicts we're alone or one of many, this can be a profound thought. In the activity write-up, you'll find suggestions for ways to wrap up the activity depending on the answer that you get. Let's say, in this case, they got 20.
Wow! This group predicts 20 intelligent civilizations in our galaxy right now. You know, we could do this exercise again and again and get a different answer each time. This isn't necessarily the right answer, it's just our prediction after making many guesses. But it is an exciting thought. If there are 20 other civilizations in our galaxy, we might actually be able to communicate with another civilization. Here is an illustration of our Milky Way galaxy. The sun is right here. With a few exceptions, we're only able to detect stars with planets out to a distance of a few thousand light years. That's an area about this big. That's actually really far, but it's also only a small part of our galaxy. If we heard from another civilization 1,000 light years away, we would first have to figure out what they were saying, and then how to respond, and then come up with the technology to send a signal back. Now, none of those are simple tasks. What do you think the real problem would be?
It would take a really long time for them to get that message.
Yeah. If they were still there to receive a message, it would take at least 2,000 years to get a response. Well, that's a long time to wait for an invitation to a party. And of course, traveling there is unthinkable with our current technology. So we'd send a message back. What message would you send back if you heard from an alien civilization?